the final round of our locals here before nationals. We've got Calvin coming back again on the camera with Bello Betty, and Hyman playing the mono yellow Linlin. The finals ended up being me and Justin, and I will go ahead and let you know the results for that at the end of this video here. But my main thing is wanting to get a little more variety, so a little more of the decks that we're not normally going to see being Linlin and Bello Betty. But hopefully we'll start seeing them more and more. And in turn, we'll start bringing the meta decks back into the fold of the actual finals, like Sakazuki's, Luffy's, etc. Looks like Calvin went first here, just playing the one Dawn and passing. Hyman not doing anything, doesn't have the one cost pudding. Calvin going to 3 Dawn, probably just playing something. We should probably swing first so that we don't get thunderbolted. So we do go ahead and we swing the 5. We do get a trigger. And it's Prometheus. I think Prometheus gives plus 1k if I'm correct. I know one of them gives Banish. And then we're just going to pay 3. We're going to go ahead and hardcast it in Azuma. Isn't that bad of an idea, but yeah, get some pressure. Because the hand doesn't look, the hand's very heavy in force, so Calvin probably lost a die roll. We're swinging a lot. And it's a double. No triggers at all. That's rough. So Calvin is going to be able to go ahead and respond and take out that Prometheus so that it doesn't cause any more problems in the future. I'd probably say we just swing 5 with our Bello Betty. Play down Ivankov. Leader effect, pitch the blocker that we got out of life as well. Ivankov effect, play the Karasu. And then swing the Inazuma for 7. Oh, we're also going to play the Bello Betty. The 1-drop searcher. And I think the choice is between another Ivankov and a Morley. We do choose the Morley, so that way if we get any pesky triggers like Prometheus out of life before we used, well, not Morley, but we have Lindbergh. But we pick up the Morley so that they aren't able to block on Morley's swing. But we are going to trigger the leader effect, and then we're going to go ahead and buff the Ivankov, activate main on the Ivankov to play down the Inazuma. This Inazuma technically does have rush. So if we want, we can keep an Inazuma standing and swing one Inazuma at the Prometheus. Which he might save it. Which if I were Calvin, I would just keep swinging at that thing. I think we're thinking of using a Satori. No, we are going to, okay. Then we're swinging 5. Oh, did we just play? Okay, never mind. I thought we had a Karasu in hand. Wait, why are you... Okay, I think that's a misplay on Hyman's end. Because the Ivankov doesn't have rush, so there was no need to use that Beji. There was 0 need to use it at all. So that's just a waste of trigger. We're gonna take Big Mom, swing 7 at an Inazuma. Using the effect, replacing a life. Paying 3. We're going to play down a Parasparrow. Do we have a pudding? No, we don't. Or at least I don't think so. But I think we have either Soul Arrow or El Thor. I think Calvin just drew into another Bello Betty Searcher or a Bartolomeu. Calvin does have plenty of fodder in hand to go ahead and start buffing up the board. I could have swore we had a Karasu. I guess not. We're going to trigger the leader effect. We're going to go ahead and pitch the Bartolomeu. Buff, buff, buff. We have 8, 7, and 5. Trigger the effect of the Ivankov. Go ahead and cast the Morley for free. I mean, we can just start swinging big numbers. We don't have to swing super big. His hand's not that big. I would at least put 2 and swing 7. But we're just going to go a raw 5. It gives us a 1K counter out of hand. Swinging 7. Taking it, and we get a trigger of a Sanji. Sanji pitching the Linlin that if you have 1 life, you get to play her off a trigger. And now we're swinging with the Ivankov. And we are using El Thor. Whatever that amount is, that's a lot. Yeah, do we have another trigger? It might be a Thunderbolt. Or not. Maybe an Amaru. And then we're paying 2 to go ahead and put down a blocker. Technically, we can die if our hand is nothing but bricks. And Hyman does good math. Alright, looking on over at Hyman, has 8 Dawn total. So, you can start swinging at Calvin's board and then play the 7 cost mob, give Calvin the choice. If I'm Calvin, I wait to see if he swings with the Sanji to try and apply some pressure. Probably doesn't because he's at 1 life. And then if Hyman ends up going 7 cost Big Mom, I'll probably just trash a life if I were Calvin. So we're going to start things off with a 7K swing at the Ivankov, triggering the leader effect to replace life, and we're probably replacing it with another Sanji, I think. Either a Sanji or a Beji. We're going in for 7. Calvin can go ahead and block, which he does. He can go 7 again. Does go 7 at the Ivankov. And the Ivankov just dying. Just fine at this point. And Hyman just passing, having nothing else, but I think has another El Thor in hand and might have an Amaru. Calvin on 9. Hyman with 4 cards in hand. Calvin with the board can go for the kill. Thinking about what we got to do here. I think you just pretty much go in. Activate your leader effect and just start going ham. That's what we do. Do the effect. We pitch the Lindbergh. Buff everything up. We're going to also start having like a set of dice just at the table. That way, you know, when like we have a Sakazuki player that doesn't have extra dice, or when we have, in this case scenario, not Ivanka, but Bello Betty. But we counter a 2K and a 1K, so it looks like we swung. Did we swing 8? Or did we swing 7? Okay, so we swung 7, swinging 7 again. Taking the life, and it's a Beji trigger, so it stops. Okay, yeah, he has to stop. Has to stop the Morley from attacking, because if the Morley attacks, then he just wins. Or did he target the Inazuma? Nope, I don't know. We're putting all underneath the... No, what are we doing? And we're just putting the rest of them on the Inazuma for a lot to swing at the Paraspero, triggering the Paraspero. I'm looking at the top 3. Yeah, that Beji pretty clutch against the Morley. But here's the thing, if Hyman doesn't have a way to remove the Morley, then Calvin just wins. Because you would either have to Katakuri, and you actually, that's the only thing you could have, right? Is Katakuri or Amaru to rest it and try swinging at it. That's something you can do. You can use the Amaru. Does Hyman have it? So he grabs Zeus. And if I am correct, I think Zeus gives plus 1K. Alright, Hyman got to think of something to do here. He can drop 10 mom, maybe. I don't think that'd help. I think that just, you know, prevents. I don't know. It's tough. It doesn't really even prevent anything, because if you don't go for the board, all Calvin has to do is pitch buff, swing, swing, swing. So we play the Gadatsu. Gadatsu clears the Bello Betty. Paying 3 for the Zeus. Tapping. Swinging the Zeus. I mean, lead into lead. Which we just combo out of it, because why not? I think it gives it banish. All Calvin just has to do is put all the Dawn underneath Morley. Like, now he technically can lead her effect and make it even bigger, but at that point, that's just BM. Now, yeah, we're gonna BM. Yep, Hyman pretty much relying on that blocker. but Morley doing what Morley does, coming in the clutch. And in the finals ended up being myself and Justin. We did end up going ahead and splitting. But in the standings in the app, put me at first, Justin in second. So, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see y'all in the next one.